Good morning, friends. Welcome to what is a beautiful morning here in New Mexico. And I thought I would take advantage of this and kind of show you how I corn my black powder as opposed to just screening it and dealing with those results. The corning process makes a lot harder granule, a lot harder, more stable grain, so when you put it in your black powder rifle or your pistol, it's less likely to crush into that powder. Whether that really makes a difference in the long run, I don't know. I don't have a chronograph to test those results. But I'm going to show you real quick how I actually corn my black powder and how I size it. So once again, showing the pucks. I just break them up. Into sizable pieces. Whoops. That was obviously too soft. But the harder pieces will break up into smaller solid chunks. And now that you've seen the one break up, that's gonna allow me to talk a little bit about having the right amount of moisture as you puck these. If you have too little moisture, well, obviously it's not going to compact. You really need the water, not too much, but the right consistency of water, and you'll get the right amount of compaction. And I think this was just a really good demonstration of showing if you don't have the right amount of water, it's not going to compact as solid as you might need it to be. So let me finish breaking these up into smaller pieces, and then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, this is about the size of the chunks that I begin with. I obviously have an antique coffee grinder, and you can adjust the size of your grind by, adjusting the nut up here. Since I've already done this once or twice, I kind of have it where I need it to be, but let me show you how this is going to work. I'll put the chunks in there, powder and all, just simply because the powder I can really reuse by putting it back into the ball mill. So I'll take some time, grind it up, because some of these pieces are really hard. I kind of have to feed some of it with my fingers to make sure that it gets down into the grinding. Okay, having taken the box out, hopefully you can see that there's ground up pucks of varying sizes and even some powder. So this is how I screen it out. Run everything through the 3F. Collect all the 3F on top, and the 4F, or the powder, will fall through to the bottom. Separate the 3F, take the bigger chunks, and put it right back in the mill. Just repeat the process. Well, that's the second time I ground it. You can see that there's still big chunks in it. Just grind it again until I get all the 3F I want. Just repeat the process. And most of the powder that's in the pan you're going to get typically with your first grinding. Once that powder has been kind of sifted out, all you're going to do is just continue to grind up these larger chunks into what is the 3F. Probably at this point I'm going to keep what might be 2F at this portion of the game. Loading this into a gun's not going to really make that much of a difference. Well, hopefully the camera can pick up. Some people would consider that 2F. I would probably consider that 2F also, but that little bit mixed in a pound of 3F, in my opinion, is really not going to make much of a difference. So I'm going to continue the process. As you can see, I still got quite a few pucks to grind up here. Once I get all this done, I'll kind of show you what the yield is. I can tell you from the past couple of days that I'm going to have to return some of this to the ball mill, pulverize it again, and just wet it down and make another puck. But if you like me, semi-retired, this is a good way to save some money in making your own black powder. So let me continue on here, and I'll show you what the end result is. Well, I don't know how well the camera can pick it up, but I've got that much 3F out of that batch of those pucks, and I have that much powder which will be returned to the ball mill, repulverized and moistened up and made into another puck. So thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please put them in the comment section down below. And just in case, this particular coffee grinder is made out of cast iron, and typically cast iron does not throw sparks. So in case somebody's wondering about a spark, the likelihood of that happening is 0 to none. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. Or where I live, you got a better chance of getting bit by a rattlesnake. So thanks for watching, and you friends have a wonderful day. Bye.